very important that the battle rap community understand Rare Breed Entertainment's position, as well as my position when it comes down to Goodz throwing that punch at Jimz this past Saturday. There is no 60%, 99.9%. It is 100% wrong. It is not to be tolerated on Rare Breed Entertainment. It should not be tolerated at all within the overall battle rap community. In regards to repercussions for Goodz throwing that punch, for the foreseeable future, he will not be booked on Rare Breed Entertainment. Number one, people have gained a lot, will gain a lot, and will continue to gain a lot on the Rare Breed Entertainment platform. Provide a lot of opportunity, great looks. We pay very, very well over here. Number two, people say Goodz doesn't battle that often, so whether he gets suspended on 1 league, 2 leagues, 3 leagues, it ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna do nothing. That's not true at all. You gotta look deeper. Pay attention to Goodz 2017. He was pretty active, but now let's just fold that and focus on RBE opportunity and being suspended for the foreseeable future. We got 2 deposits right now with Goodz' name on it. Goodz and Big K, we were pushing to do a face-off in the building this past Saturday at Lift 4. Big K agreed to it. Goodz, he wanted to get the business going before he did a face-off, but we was about to push to lock that battle in. Y'all would have seen it on the next card or the card after. We would just locked it and then decided what date it goes on. Alright, and there's also a 2-on-2 that me and Goodz spoke about in December. Extremely entertaining in left field. Y'all would have definitely loved it. I can't send those deposits out now. I can't lock those battles in right now. And they definitely both would have paid good money. Here's a harsh reality of a responsibility that was just put on Rare Breed Entertainment. Even though we should all be commending, respecting, and applauding Goodz for standing up like a man, assuming responsibility, accepting his fault, taking it a step past that, apologizing man to man to Jimz. One thing that Rare Breed Entertainment cannot allow is for any message to be interpreted to the fans, the community, or to any battle rapper that you can hit somebody on a Saturday, apologize on a Wednesday, and be booked on a card after that, or a foreseeable upcoming card. We can't do that. Let's move into some changes that we're now making. First up, talking through each other's rounds is now going to be a percentage doc included in every artist's contract. There will be a percentage that's tied to your second half that you're supposed to get paid after the battle. If you speak during somebody's rounds and that causes that person to stop, answer you, not rap straight through you talking, you will get docked. One thing that I totally hate about talking through battlers' rounds at this point, it's becoming a talentless rebuttal. If you want to rebuttal, if you want to say somebody's lying, they're wrong, or nah, I never did that, you never did that, you never touched me, you never confronted me, you gotta develop that talent. The Big Cannons, the Hollows, the DNAs, the Charlie Clips, the Freestyles of the world, Disaster, all those people that can rebuttal and freestyle, Illmac, all those guys deserve those rebuttals. Earn your rebuttals. Earn them. Earn them. Because you be having weeks and months to sit down and come up with your angles, your content, the things that you're going to go on offense for, the things that you're going to go on defense for. And if you don't anticipate this man's move and angle and he catches you off guard on that stage with some crazy bars, you got to take that L. That's part of being an artist. That's why that man wrote his rounds and his bars like that. The only time we should ever hear a battler speak while his opponent is rapping is if he's asked a question like a true or false, or swear to God. Next up, nobody will receive their second halves before a battle is over. We don't do it too often. Sometimes we do it out of respect. Sometimes we do it because the person likes to get up and get out, you know, get off the stage and go about their business, and there's so much going on. But the truth of the matter is, our track record is flawless. We have never skipped out on anybody. All these years, all these cards, all these battlers we have booked. Anybody that has had a contracted dime that we owed them, they received it. And not only did they receive it, ain't no, oh, my bad, yo, let me get you next week or when I get paid or next month. Or no, never. It's never happened on RBE. We earned that. We deserve that. And there's things that's now in your contract that's tied to your performance that you can get docked for. So the same respect that we've given a few people of sometimes paying them before their battles, we have to now take that respect and put it on our side because we've earned it. We have a flawless track record. That ain't going to change. Nobody is to be paid until after their battles. Next up, any off-limits references, bars, or content is to be specified in every battle rapper's contract. If you have something off limits and it's not in your contract, do not sign it. It has to be agreed upon on both sides, fully understood, then the contracts can be signed, everything's in play. The way we're going to handle that too is if both sides understand what is off limits, what's in their contracts on both sides, and somebody violates the contract, there will be a percentage tied to it. You will be docked that percentage and it will go to the other battle rapper. Now, I said this has to be agreed on by both sides during contract signing and negotiations. You're not going to put a whole list of every single angle you know somebody could beat you with in your contract. It has to be negotiated. And if people get to a point where the battles start falling out because I can't talk about you, I can't talk about your father, I can't talk about your flag, I can't talk about how you broke, I can't talk about nothing. If we ever get to that fucking point, then the battle is just off. This is still battle rap. Alright? We're not going to get too sensitive, but there are things in this world that people have real valid reasons why it's crossing the line. My father died last week. You think you're going to get up here and tell me you're going to piss on his grave? No. We're going to put that in both contracts. Next up, entourage that is not of the battle rap community is no longer allowed on stage at RBE events. That's it. We've lost that privilege. What do I mean by active member of the battle rap community? So if Young Cannon is battling and Rex is standing behind him, that's fine with us because Rex is accounted for. Rex is a name. He's tied to the battle rap community. We all know who he is. He has shit to lose within the battle rap community. Whereas if Big Ed is standing behind his man from the block, he don't give two fucks about that stage. He don't give a fuck about the opposing battler. He don't care about that venue, that league. He's really there for one reason, to hold his man down. And that's fine. But that don't mean you belong on stage. You know who belongs on stage? And we got away from this. Stage pass ticket holders. I got entourage in front of stage pass ticket holders. I don't know how RBE got away from that. We getting back to that. We put limited stage pass tickets on sale, telling ourselves, alright, we got a certain amount of people that's with RBE. We got cameramen, we got the battlers. Then we got to account for at least 5 people of entourage on each side. Nah, those will be stage pass tickets for sale. Those are the people that took their hard-earned money to be up close and personal to a battle that they want to see. Yeah, those are the people that belong up there. Unaccounted for, big Ray from down the block that's just here to hold me down is not allowed on stage anymore. And even that, I'm wrong for some of that mind state. It's like, okay, yeah, you're with 5 people, so you held down. You with 5 people, so you held down. I know there's 8 people scattered on the stage with instructions to rip faces if somebody touched me, Lawrence, or Shotta. That's just the wrong mentality. Like, we have to get fully back to battle rap. Like, entourage be on stage heckling the opponent and screw facing and fucking up rounds and shit. It's just uncalled for. It's just so much away from the people that's the most important. The fucking cameramen and the 2 battlers. The cameramen and the 2 battlers is even more important than the league owners. Up there, to be honest. Because the fans ain't coming to pay to see the cameraman, but they need to capture the footage for the fans. And they damn sure ain't come to fucking see me. We getting back to what this shit is meant to be. There is to be a no swing or physical altercation policy across the board, period. I don't want people to think that if something was in my contract and he violated it, it's now green light. No. Because if it was in your contract, then you know what that button is. So the battlers need to walk into that venue and take that stage knowing that I have a button, but if he pushes it, I'm going to take my ass outside like a man, walk him around the corner, and we're going to see about that. No swing policy, physical altercation policy, period. Okay? And on top of that, if that's going to be the case, now we get to see who could really fight. We can see who really gets to throw their hands now. I'm not talking about Goodz. There's no disrespect to Goodz, but anybody could steal on the next man. It's real easy to throw a hook or a quick jab or a cross right across somebody's face. That's easy as shit. You want to know what I want to see? I want to hear about 2 people that walked around the corner, squared off and said, you ready? Is you ready? All right, let's go. Then we get to see who could really fight. Zero swing policy, okay? Take the stage knowing that you might get disrespected, and have enough heart, enough respect for yourself and the business and the culture to walk that shit around the corner. Because you want to know what the point is? We can't have it both ways. We can't say, yeah, because, you know, in the streets, if you tell me suck my dick, or in jail if you do this, or you look at me like that, or if you happen to disrespect my dead homie or touch my flag. We all know the street element. We all come from that. Come on, who are we kidding? But on the other side, we say business, career, contract, retirement, all these crazy loose words that we overuse. We can't have it both ways. Then you wonder why the Hollywood and the music industry is up here and battle rap stays right fucking here. You wonder why. You can't have both. You can't. I'm going to tell you how you have both. When you separate them and don't do them both at the same time. You want to hustle on the side, and then you want to come into your place of business, conduct business, and then get back to what you're doing. It's the same thing with fights. You come in here, you handle your business, and you walk that shit around the corner. That is a new policy, man, and that is something that we are willing to stand for, even with other leagues. Think about it. It even benefits the battler's performance. How? If that tone is accepted and understood across the entire battle rap culture, even performances will get upgraded, okay? People might be more aggressive. They might move around more. Am I the only person that watched a battler before and say, he wants to give him space, or he's not really getting too much up on him? And that's really what we want to see. That aggressive part of battle rap, it's a beautiful ingredient to what we do. It's a great fucking ingredient. And if we have the tone that no matter what, if there's a real problem, you gotta walk your ass around the corner, that means that at least the battlers will take that stage and be 100% comfortable to stick their fucking finger in your face and get in your space and be personal and dance around that stage and be aggressive. Zero swing policy. There will be more security on the RBE stage. You gotta understand that DROM security does not work for Rare Breed Entertainment. They work for DROM, okay? So the people that's on stage with Rare Breed Entertainment, they're there to protect specific people. They're there to look over specific people. You know, it's true. You know, I really shouldn't have to be there to break up fights. I should be there to be neutral and be that first jet in. You know what I mean? There's no doubt in my mind that if I don't overdo it and jump in every 5 fucking seconds, that show off and math eventually pops off. I respect that 2 seconds. You know, it's bugged out. Pardon the rant and me going left, but it's bugged out when I watch the math and disaster footage. And at least in the footage, there's only 3 people that saw the punch coming. Disaster, math. I think at that last split second, you see his face wink a little bit, twitch a little bit. I think he's seen it in the last split second. And me, the person that shakes his head like, oh shit, don't do it. That shit is eerie as shit the way that shit is edited. I respect that 2 seconds. I've seen it a million times on Rare Breed Entertainment. And I know for a fucking fact, if you don't get in there and you allow motherfuckers to have that 2 seconds and go nose to nose, what, all right, do so what then? That's when the punch gets thrown. My brother Shotta says all the time, prevention is better than cure. I'd rather be right there to jump in the middle and make sure, all right, let's get back to rap. I'll do it time and time again to make sure that nothing happens. But as far as like fights and brawls and all of that, yes, we do need to be able to depend on security within DROM, within any venue that we're in, to make sure that that shit gets broken up, stopped immediately. We reduce any chance of people getting hurt immediately. So you will see an increased DROM security presence on stage. Let's talk about unions in battle rap. And let's start off with leagues and platforms. Don't worry, this is all relevant to what's going on in battle rap right now. I don't want y'all to think that I have a negative outlook on this. It's just that I've seen so much, I know so much. I've been in the trenches of battle rap for quite some time now. Alright? you're not going to see any league or platform unions anytime soon, if at all. You're more apt to see it like when people really, really need each other. You know, there's a little bit of crab in the barrel shit that goes on amongst leagues. Then you got over competition. Then you got people that eat off of this shit and really, really pay bills with this shit. So they gotta be a little bit more cutthroat in their business moves. Then you got jealousy. You got all types of shit. Like, the way that I am, there's certain leagues in here that, you know, if they left battle rap, I'd be like, damn, that's a big loss. That's fucked up. But on the flip side, I know for a fact there's a few league owners or leagues, if RBE left today, maybe even publicly, they'd be fucking celebrating, man. Definitely in the back of their heads, they'd be celebrating, happy as shit. But it's just not gonna happen. So this whole call to leagues all taking the same standpoint, I don't see that. You know, even the battlers, let's get off the leagues. The battlers don't move like a union either, all right? The battlers, you could separate the battlers with the check. Unfortunately, it's supposed to be not all money is good money, but it's just the truth. This ain't no, oh, I'm just assuming this shit. You know, there's interviews out there in numerous situations where people are talking about feeding their families and whatnot, and the battlers are telling y'all this publicly. They can't form a union neither. Even the bloggers, look at 2017. 2017 damn near became like a blog war year where it was a fad. You know, these two bloggers, it became all these little triangles and storylines. If you tried to keep up with it, you probably got lost like in the first quarter. You're not going to get true unions anytime soon, but what you can get is an unsaid code of ethics and morals. So I'm publicly willing to say right here on this camera that if a battle rapper swings on any stage, if you initiate a physical altercation on any stage, any league, any platform, big, small, any opponent, whether it matters to you or it doesn't, you will be banned from Rare Beat Entertainment. Allow me to read a recent email between myself and one of the CEOs of Club DROM. And pardon some of the lingo because English is not their first language, so I'm just going to read it as it is. But some of it you'll catch. Hi ARP, how are you? We were lucky last Saturday that nobody was seriously injured. My head security was told me that our planning fight week before the show. He saw it on social media. I was try to aware you that the fight is planned before. If we do this again, we need more security and a few people don't on stage other than rappers. How can I not risk business anymore for injury or these type of actions? Best regards, DROM CEO Director. Here. I mean, can you see that? Is that in focus? Is that in focus? I don't know if it's in focus or not. Our position right now with Club DROM, we haven't lost Club DROM, okay? But as you can read from that email, there's now tension in the mail. We only got so many get out of jail free cards with DROM, even though we've been there for years and we've made them a lot of money and had a great business relationship with them. But at the end of the day, it's still a business, all right? I'm not saying if there's a fight again, it's over. I'm not saying that 2 more fights can happen. But we're not going to act like we got 9 lives with these New York venues. It doesn't work that way. For example, all it takes is for one lawsuit or one person to get hurt or one thing hit the news the wrong way or bad press, and that promoter will be out of there. RBE is a promoter. We promote battles, okay? So, as you can see, there's a lot of concern from one of the CEOs of Club DROM. Quick story. What he means when he says, I tried to make you aware of that a fight was going to happen. When we first got there, me and Shotta walk upstairs, we go to the owner's office to check in. Yo, Salute, what's up? We here. You know, we ready to go. We shaking hands. Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? How's the family? How are the holidays? All that stuff. And then he says, so they're going to fight. They want to fight? The one with the beard? That's what he says to me and Shotta. Me and Shotta damn near like, the fuck? He's talking about Big K and John, obviously, okay? And he said his security guards put him on. You know, they saw it on social media. One thing that I think people take for granted is the eyes on battle rap. These guys are conducting business. You think they don't want to pay attention to what and who comes into their venues and places where they make money? Even the security guards. Once again, they do not work for me. They work for DROM. That's where their true loyalty is. So, folks, we need to understand there really is hip-hop police out there. There really is a unit assigned to battle rap. Swave, tell them. Put them on. Let that information go. There really are owners of venues and people that work in these venues that pay attention. What happened at one of the URL events? Didn't Beasley publicly say that, I think it was the Hitman shit with Shine, right? Didn't he say that an altercation started to happen at the other event backstage and the cameras, is because it's Irvington Plaza and somebody died in there? So a battle that was getting set up, they were worried about if shit was going to kick off again. Please, people behind the scenes that's in business with Rare Breed Entertainment, y'all know me. I always do my best to solve problems and bring a good solution to both sides and everybody involved. I sent this link right here to the owners of Club DROM just to let them know that Rare Breed Entertainment would never purposely bring a fight into the venue.
Unbeknownst to y'all, the battle was called off. You know what I'm saying? The shit had got so serious, it was just like, nah, fuck that. It's not no for an answer. When we see each other, it is what it is. You know what I mean? ARP's like, bro, the battle's off, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't fighting at my event.
Let's jump back to restore order. You see what I mean, Swave? You got bloggers that couldn't wait 30, 45 minutes to upload that footage to their channel. Not paying attention to, thinking of, or even giving two shits how harmful that could be to Jimz, how harmful that could be to Goodz, how harmful that could be to RBE or the venue or anybody. And if these guys get hurt and leagues get hurt and business get hurt, it could trickle out to more people because we book other battles. Other people get hurt indirectly. I know, I'm reaching, right? But you'll probably have some people that their first excuse would be is that, you know, I'm media, I cover news. I'll never accept that. That's bullshit. Not everything needs to be covered if it's going to be harmful to the culture, harmful to that battler, harmful to that league. You don't have to cover everything unless you're just that type of blog. I'd rather some of these motherfuckers just start come out and claiming it. I cover fuck shit and I don't care about the culture. I'm just here for myself. Just say it. Just tag yourself. Just point yourself out. Let's know what you're really about. Because the excuse that comes after that is, oh, I'm not the only one that got it up. Why y'all mad at me? Worldstar got it up. That's 1 million views over there. Really? What man offers an excuse based on what other people are doing? That weak of an individual? This is what I mean about restore order. The integrity must be restored first. So I want to give a major salute to Goodz. You know, we always seen him too cool for anything, but he took that armor off, allowed himself to be vulnerable publicly in front of his entire fan base in the battle rap community. Owned up like a man. Accepted where he was wrong. Apologized to all those affected, including Jimz. Yeah, a lot of respect. I think we all have a lot of respect for that. So, once again, big salute to Goodz. I hate the fact that you did that apology blog in the kitchen though. Because I seen some things that I don't want to see from the guy that's at one of the coolest lunchroom tables. I don't want to see that shit. Like, your fucking microwave pissed me off. It's just sitting there on the counter. I need you to have some stainless steel appliances running through your kitchen. I need that microwave to be flush mounted into the cabinets or in the wall or something. I hate your fucking kitchen. You know, you said in your first round, levels. And Jimz, I hate where you blog. I have no clue where the fuck that is or what the fuck that is. This shit is like an underground railroad. Like Harriet Tubman's name is probably spray painted on the wall in the background. Season like 5 apes is gonna run behind you at any second. What the fuck is that? This shit scares me. It's like you hear this noise in the background. It's like a horror flick. 1 second you see workout equipment. The other second you see motherfuckers playing basketball. People that'll never see the sun again. I have no clue where you're blogging, sir. Yet incredibly still, all jokes aside, I don't think I understand that Jimz may have just done one of the strongest things that the battle rap game has ever seen. Most of us know what it's like to fight a man's ego and pride. It's like a fucking knife just continually sticking you in the side every time thought crosses your mind of being violated. Every time some troll or lame ass motherfucker tweets you or blogs something and says your name in vain, you know, it's like a knife in the side. And to stand up the way you have done and accept Goodz' apology and be willing to leave it there, a lot of people can't do that shit. It makes you stronger than anybody ever thought you were. You know, if you think about it, Jimz kinda, not just for himself as a man, not just for his family, but he also just took a huge one for battle rap. Much respect. So closing it out there, I want to send a huge thank you to everybody that has been supporting. Shout out to everybody that came out Saturday. I never had a chance to thank anybody from Saturday's event because we've been dealing with other stuff. You know, we had the Source in the building, the Daily News in the building. Some of the battlers were shooting footage for Battle Rap's first virtual reality documentary. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of shit going on. Thank you for everybody that tuned in on the stream, copped the VOD. Man, all the battlers on the card, you know, John, Big K, that's a crazy battle. You know, I'm watching some of that footage now. That shit is gonna be stupid when it drops. Big salute and shout out to John and Big K. Much respect to those guys. I fuck with both of those guys heavy. The 2-on-2 battle, Charlie Clips and DNA, the Cannon. Salute to you guys for putting on, being RBE's first 2-on-2. Clips, I peeped you try to take the congregation from Big Cannon in the third round. I peeped that. But shout out to you guys, man. Show off. Thank you for coming back to Battle Rap. Thank you for returning to RBE. I mean, Loso, thank you for coming back to New York and putting on RBE. Apologize, you know, the mix-up between the three parties. Well, not really a mix-up, but, you know, just kind of sliding a little bit on the time limits. You know, we all got to do better. Some of y'all just got to fucking write to y'all limits, but, you know, y'all still had one of the best back and forths of the night, so salute to y'all. Heavy half and nice, ridiculous back and forth. Appreciate y'all putting on for RBE once again, man. Two hungry guys. Fuck with y'all heavy. 1SKs. Hey, truth, that's not true. I absolutely knew who the fuck you was in the building. Done my homework. I seen you in the trailers. I watched some of your old footage before you came to Live for Soul 4. I knew exactly who you was, homie. Not sure if some of our communications was miscommunicated. But big shout out to Truth Watson, Hayes, Chip Gambino, Kush. Best 1SKs ever. Ridiculous. I don't know how we're going to figure out getting some of these guys 3-rounders now, but that's my job. That's Shotta's job. I told you, Lawrence, once we see crazy shit on the 1SKs, you dead. You know what I'm saying? You keep doing what you're doing, though, because the 1SKs was ridiculous. Shout out to Shotta, my brother, my co-D. Big shout out to Lawrence, official partner of RBE. Shout out to the entire RBE team, everybody that was in the building to hold down RBE. Rod, Tate, L. Met, Butter, Tim, Izzy, Reem, everybody, man. Yo, here's a funny one, man. Y'all seen that meme going around in some of the battle rap forums. That's my man Tim. You know, we had him on stage rocking with us, holding down the RBE team. It's from Staten Island. That's Staten Island shit. Shout out to Champion. Stand-up guys, man. A lot of respect for Champion. Always fuck with those guys. Black, I go back years with Black. You know what I'm saying? We've been dealing with each other for a while now. Tech, getting to know Tech. Stand-up guy. Fuck with both of y'all heavy. Big salute to Champion. John Rhines, welcome back. You're one of my favorite bloggers. If y'all don't know who John Rhines is, please find his blogs and tune in. I'm glad that you're back in battle rap. We need a guy like you. Shout out Club DROM. Shout out my nigga Swave. Shout out Rap Grid Direct holding down the live stream. Shout out to all the fans that's out here supporting the battlers, pushing shit forward, not trolling. All the bloggers and media that put out positivity when we was at such a fucking low point instead of bullshit. Shout out to everybody, man. We live, we learn, we grow. And at the end of the day, this shit always doubles back to brick by brick. Appreciate y'all.